Hi, this is my friend Alton.
Hey there.
We've known each other since the 1980s. Up there at the Sheraton. That's where we met.
Yes.
And he's a chauffeur, does jack of all trades, would you say, or a number of different things. Anyway, I just ran into him today, and we're talking e-bikes, electric bikes, and this is his. And I'm just so impressed with his, and this is mine over here. I just bought this Ride 1-Up Core 5, and I've only owned it about a week. And I've been, I'm learning more and more as I go along, but it's a very stiff suspension. It's unbelievable. And I lowered the tire pressure to about 35 pounds. I think the minimum is 30, and it's still a real stiff ride. But anyway, this bike was $1,100 delivered, has a 500 horsepower, 500 watt motor. But then looking at his, this has everything I would have preferred to have. It's got the same size motor, 500 watts. His is 4 years old, made by Magnum, and they're in Utah.
Right,
Salt Lake, Utah. And the thing, I'm a road bike rider, so most of my stuff, in fact, since I got it, I kept trying to think about ways to make it more like a road bike, but you can't be done. But this one, it's not exactly like a road bike either, but the things I like about it, he did pay $2,300 4 years ago.
Yeah.
He says, so it's more than twice as much money. But it's got a front suspension, the brakes are hydraulic, and the 700 size, which is like a road bike. Most road bikes have a 700. Hi. And they're also 738, or I think that's a 1.5 inch width, these are 2.2 inch, which to me, I mean, you need it. That's what you need for a bike that's this stiff and rigid. And it's a 650 by 2.2. It's a 27.5 inch wheel versus a 29. Now I would much prefer the 29 inch wheel. And he's got a long range battery option. Do you know the amp hours on this battery?
I don't. I forgot.
10.
I used to know and I forget. But
I wonder if it's on there. Well, anyway, we can look that up. We can see it's almost the same size as mine. It's probably at least 10. I would guess it might be near 14 amp hour. It's 48 volt.
But they have 3 different models of batteries. So this being the least effective, I guess you'd say, but adequate for around town. But if you're coming from long distances, like say Carpinteria, you might opt for the more, the more expensive battery, but worth it. Also, too, it might be good to note that this is the Metro Plus.
Metro Plus.
Yeah, that's when you ask for the bike.
Wow, we're doing ads for both companies. I'm not at all unhappy with this bike. For the money, it's less than half as much. And I was going to do a video later in the day. I was curious. I've got the optional battery. It's 14 amp hours versus 10 that it comes stock with.